Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Gerard Dyson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And it's fouled away. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves.
Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hoskins going back at the track. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 6th home run on the season for him, and Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. D-backs lead it 2-0. Zach Godley starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they finally got back into the win column with a victory last time out, but it had been a long time coming as they'd lost 8 in a row prior to that win.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here. That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he rips it on the ground to second. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started. You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
No, he's just keeping him close. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Peralta going back, still going back, and that one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Stepping in, Carlos Santana. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Carlos Santana.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air out to straightaway center, and Owings will make the play there to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Steven Souza, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat. Just missed with a breaking ball. The previous history with Tommy Hunter, he's 1 for 4. Fouled off. Souza, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH, but don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Sliced hard on the ground. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 8, shortstop, Chris Owings.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Owings. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the second inning coming up, all square at 2 apiece. Ready now, Maikel Franco. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Franco blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Well, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Alfaro gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The 0-2 home. Lined hard toward right center. Dyson is there, and he has it for the first out. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. Into the box, Tommy Hunter.
Tommy Hunter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. City's founder William Penn seen atop City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast.
For Arizona. That's a ball. The pitcher number
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Popped him up. Santana has a play. 1 out.
The center fielder number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Ready for another chance. Gerard Dyson. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Coming in is Hoskins. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in for his second at bat, Odubel Herrera. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder.
First pitch on its way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Herrera aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Liner toward right center, and this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. 1 run scores, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the third.
The first baseman, number 41.
So now Carlos Santana flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is pulled into right. Souza is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Franco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, and 2, here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. Phillies lead this one 5-2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Jake Lamb comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. High in the air down the right field line. Williams is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. First pitch of the at-bat. Up around the face. Peralta, a 6'1" left-handed swinger and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail 5-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
You're seeing this lineup's eyes light up when this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. Not only is he missing over the heart of the plate, he's missing up. That's an excellent job right there to make him pay once again.
In now, Tommy Hunter as he grounds one briskly to short. The second for one on to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And he puts it on the ground to second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hit.
Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Peralta will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Phillies 6 and the Diamondbacks 2. Digging in, Steven Souza. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
0-1, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Two pitch is fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Avila leads off first with 1 away. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. Foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Here it comes on 1-1. This is pulled into right. Williams is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson's there. He's got it 1 away.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Digging in once again, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Ready for another shot now, Michael Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They lead it 6-2. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Here's the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now. That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Jake Lamb standing in now. No balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again. 1-2 to right field and deep. Look at this thing go into the second deck and gone. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Again, another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. On to the bottom.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 48.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Leading off for the Phillies, catcher.
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Souza is there to put it away for route number 1.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop.
Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set and the pitch. Popped up. Lamb waits on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tommy Hunter.
Scott Kingery will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kingery.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still lead it 6-3. Vince Velasquez will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball that time, not even close. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Swinging a ground ball to third. Franco has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. Singled home run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Base hit into right center.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Up next will be Nick Williams. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Dyson to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, second baseman, Saison.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way to left center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Phillies on top, 7-3. A.J. Pollard is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
A.J. Pollard.
In there, no balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Hoskins ranging back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Here's Gerard Dyson, his lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 0 for 4. Here it comes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. The Diamondbacks find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys? High fly ball out to deep right field. Williams looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Diamondbacks.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 40, Andrew Chapin.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading
He got
off
under
for the
one and
Phillies,
popped out his last
the
time up.
shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Aaron Altair will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Aaron Altair.
No balls and a strike to count. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ben Lively comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Jake Lamb will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Williams is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready once again, David Peralta. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Steven Souza. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 0-1 the count. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 7-4 the final finish today. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very